Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Sports on NCBNTT television. We are on every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. where we talk sports. On tonight's program, we're going to be talking cycling, and it's an honor to have a father and son on the program tonight. And with me is former Trinidad and Tobago international cyclist, Elisha Green, and senior. And we have a young Elisha Green Jr., who is fast becoming a name for himself in the sport of cycling. Elisha, it's a pleasure.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah.
Once more again.
You know, you go a long way.
A long, long way.
A long way. You're just back from LA and Canada with the national
team, yeah.
National team. Elisha is also the assistant coach and mechanic for the national cycling team, which includes Nicholas Paul,
Quincy Brown,
Akil
Campbell,
and the girls and them.
And the girls, yeah.
Right. How was that? Let's talk a bit about how was that. We know we pick up some gold, silver, and bronze.
Well, again, I mean, it's all go good. You know, I mean, we have young upcoming, which is Amakara Williams, who first international outing on the national team as elite. She did good, you know. She stand her own. She ride a bike. She represent. We had Nicholas Paul, well, who obvious. And he went to Olympics. Quincy Brown as well. Akil Campbell knocking on the door. By God's will and probably will get you. And we're waiting to see. So overall, it was good. I mean, I can't complain about it.
Right. Now that your career has come to an end and you're giving back, tell us a bit about, for those who living in Mazda don't know the name Elisha Green. Tell us a bit about your career, when it started for you, and you know some of your achievements.
But I would say I started at 17. I started late, right? And right about 18 of the national team. My first big achievement was invited to the national team, and I got to ride alongside Gene Samuel and Kurt Hanna from Canada, who was the ex-world record holder. He was the first man to go under 10. Right? And that was a privilege. And I always remember Gene. I didn't know who Gene was, but I was hungry them days. And I wrote Gene like he was an ordinary cyclist. And that same year, Gene brought out the most outstanding and aggressive cyclist. And I was the first person to ever win that trophy. And my career started from there. I mean, I did Pan Am, CSC, Commonwealth, B-World Championships. With my career, I came out with 7 international medals. No gold, just more silver and bronze. And from there, I retired young. I retired at 38. And since then, I coached and I started my family.
Was it a forced retirement, or you just decided, look, you reached an age where that's it?
I think it wasn't a forced retirement. Actually, Noah Luces from Retexonics, who was the founder, one of the founders, the main head at Retexonics. He was my coach. He was always been my coach, and he always said to me, look after this guy. It was Justin Phillip. And when Justin came on the international, well, he get invited to ride the national team. I was the go boy at that time. And I saw the talent and the ability that Justin had, and I just was like, time to hand over the baton. And from there, I mean, we had a Grand Prix. That year he rode, we won out everything. And when I saw what he was doing, and then the game from cycling changed to not only being a good raceman, but being the time. It came on the time. I was never a time specialist. I was a race. I got a race. And Jason was done doing like 11.5, 11.4. At that point, he came on the scene, I was like, time to hand over the baton. He from South, I from South. I just handed it over to him and I retired. And that was it.
And then you went straight into coaching?
Straight into coaching. Yeah.
Right. Now, I realize you're talking there, and Junior, watching her, like he's soaking in everything, you know. Junior have you as a role model to follow, to come into the sports. Who was your role model that you saw out there that got you into the sports?
In my era, myself, Cheeseman.
Right.
I mean, I was on a Cheeseman because, again, Cheeseman was on a Noel. And Cheeseman was coming back And I sitting here and I was just under him and everybody know who Cheeseman is and I want to be like Cheeseman. And I think he was my motivation. I mean to reach as far as I reached because Noel was always proud of him. And I was next. I wanted Noel to be proud of me. So I think Master Cheeseman was my way forward in this sport.
Okay. Your son ever saw you competitively?
Once.
Or you had retired?
And I retired, he don't retire. He never see me race. And I mean, he more hear about Elijah.
Yeah.
Than actually see me race.
Well, that's why I want to ask him now. What made you decide that you want to get into cycling?
Seeing daddy race. Well, not seeing him, hearing about him, and I just wanted to carry on the name.
Carry on the name. That's a good. When you realized that he was ready, and you know.
I would say when he was 3 years old.
You are bike.
He started riding bike at 3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. At 3 years old he started riding. And you know is Elijah Jr. And I mean our older son was Josiah.
Yeah, he don't ride?
Nah.
Okay.
And when I saw him, it was a joy seeing the hunger for it. At a young age, you wanted to do it. And I mean, and he was, Daddy, are we going to ride? Daddy, are we going to ride? Daddy, are we going to ride? And I was like, okay. And let's see him grow and get into it. He started racing at either 5. No, he started racing at 4. And just seeing him grow into it and maturing into it and learning it was a privilege, but...
Because I remember when I came up at Tabaki to do the interview, he was much smaller and he wanted to chase you around corner and he brave.
Yes, he fearless.
Yeah.
He fearless. He remember me myself when I used to race, and I mean, I used to fit through some holes. When he could do it now, I'd be like, I'd be scared, but when it's in the genes, I mean, I remember Tinley Campbell and Akil Campbell.
Yeah.
When I look at Miss Yuffie, I mean, horse the breed mule, horse the breed horse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, he just...
So he's not a member of any club presently?
No. We are a member of GLE Academy.
Who's that? That's your
That was GLE Academy.
Okay.
Saying.
Right.
GLE was found since Jay was racing. That was always his goal. To open GLE club. And I mean, he had big plans, you know, he had his brand GLE with socks and jerseys. So it was something that we always wanted to do. And we came up with the idea earlier this year that, hey, let me do it. And I was in a club and we came together and we did it. And what happens is that our focus is different.
Okay.
Chasing is professional.
Right.
And I mean, people have a tendency to forget the good. You understand? I do forget. I see the good before I see the bad. And in spite of what you're saying, you know the game. I mean, 2 Olympics, you've been around the world coaching and not coaching but racing. My level is more development. My passion is finding the
raw talent.
Right. Going in when nobody else wouldn't go and take it out. And I mean, and I did that with Sinel Samaru and Barrett, and I just say let he do his thing, I go do my thing. I don't mind finding it and hand it, say hey, go ahead. So it will come better that I mean we have respect for each other. I mean we love him. I mean and I wish him all the best in his way forward in his journey.
Yes.
But I just about my journey. Yeah.
So he's his personal trainer.
Yes, right. Junior. Yeah.
Take me through day in. Well, I know he's still at school. What school do you attend?
Erin SD Primary School.
Right, it's still primary school. I watching them there and I seen
Junior Tech.
Yeah. Now take me through a typical day in training.
What I want to say about Junior is he's very disciplined. At his age, he know what he want and he do the work. And I mean, sometimes I say, if I was living with him, if we was living in a family, I'd be riding bike still. He's very motivated. He'd have his mother and he spend bike training because I'm not there. You know what I mean? So she'd be next to him on her spin bike and she'd be pushing him, hey man, let me go. You know what I mean? So he disciplined, he know what he had to do. He get up in the morning, he rides at 4, 4:30.
Like before you go to school?
Before you go to school. Do his workout. bathe and go to school. You come home, you do your homework, do your workout, and that's his life.
And that's Sunday to Sunday or Monday?
Friday you have off.
Friday you have off, right.
Yeah. So he done, people, we in Trinidad, I'm quick to say, you're too young. The problem with Trinidad, they're too laid back. When any part of the world, when they see talent, they snatch it and they groom it. You understand? Because cycling is so much time.
We just wait till you reach 15, 16 years to start.
It don't work from there. You know what I mean? You have to set goals for your child early in the game. Because this is not a fun thing again, this is business and the investment. And people doesn't realize that we as human beings and athletes, when we devote ourselves to any sport, we life only begins when we retire.
Yeah.
So if we spend 15, 20, 40 years in this sport, we life only start when we retire. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a business, it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And if my son had follow in my footsteps, I'd guide him, hey, listen, man, at this age we want to be doing this, at this age we want to be doing this, at this age we have long-term goals.
So, you have a program.
Exactly, we have long-term goals.
Yeah.
I mean, me and his mom, Crystal, we can sit down and discuss that. As parents, okay, this is where we're doing it, because for me, it's cycling. For her, it's school. That's the balance we have.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah. Well, after, I tell people, education is important because in sports, any day an injury could occur and end your career. What you do after that?
Exactly.
You understand? You must have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know?
So what is about it with him?
So tell me now about how you feel when you get on that bike. You know, when you're on the track and you're racing. How do you feel?
I don't feel no, I would just go out and race.
But you wanna win.
Yeah.
What category you ride in right now?
Well, under 13.
Under 13.
Yeah.
Right. And what are some of the success or competitions you have entered so far? What is your greatest victory so far?
I'm going to cut him in there. What he didn't explain was he actually under 13 BMX. He riding BMX. That is his age group.
Right.
But early on this year, we decided to move him up into ride tiny miles. He's actually racing tiny miles right now.
Actually, you rode in Southern Games, right? I saw you in Southern Games.
Right. So he's actually tiny miles right now. When nationals come, he go back to ride under 13, yeah. The idea is we can mature and
so
blossom and
he could be more advanced.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw you in thing. But what's your greatest victory so far? Something that race that you won that you really remember?
See the crash? The crash?
Which crash?
When I crashed in a river?
Oh, yeah.
Explain to him.
You crashed?
Yeah. On the back street.
No injuries though?
Well, not no major injuries.
And that track is asphalt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened? He fell down in the race. Obvious parents, everybody run.
Yeah.
I check him, make sure no part is broken.
Yeah.
And at that point, I say, hey, your race is finished. What you doing? You going back in the race? He say, yeah, daddy.
So you get back up and
Pick him off, dust him off, put him on the line, and you win the event.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So,
that is determination.
Yeah.
That is what will take you. Yeah, understand? When you could get up, when you could fall and get in, and that goes for, you see, and that's a lesson for life too, because sometimes in life things happen and we fall, and some people just stay fall. Once you could get up and finish, that is most important, and I really, really congratulate you on that effort.
Yeah.
You understand? But Elisha, where do you see him at this point in time in his career, right? Is he more advanced than you or?
Well, I'll say more advanced than me because he have more time to get more knowledge.
Right.
He's starting racing at the age of 17 and starting racing at the age of 4. There's a big difference. Why it is, as a junior, it have under 4, under 8, under 4, under 6, under 10, under 13,
Five.
tiny mites, juniors, juvenile, and go for it, right? Now the problem with even Nicholas Paul, as great as he is now, he didn't have that period to develop. You understand what I'm saying? So if I Nicholas Paul, as great as he is, if he had that gap from BMX,
he would have been
BMX to juniors. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't have that. He started in juniors.
Okay.
So that little gap he missed out where the bike handling skills and the falling and the getting up and the bending corner and leaning. You understand? If he had that, he would have been greater than how he is now.
Yeah.
Understand that the difference with the development stages. So that I would say he has more advanced than me now because he have that period. Yeah, that period is very important. That development. Understand? That development very, very important.
When you all go to train, how do you operate? Like father, son, or coach and cyclist?
But boy,
He laughing like he's
punish me, boy. I do like to go and ride it.
No, but
Because you see, at the end of the day,
yeah,
I still competitive. No, I do have the legs before. I got the lungs before.
yeah.
But I go on to drop him on a hill.
Yeah.
And I realize, green. No, that was a long time. You know? And he will punish me and remind me, hey, you're getting old, boy.
Because I don't know, I must really pull that video because I tell you, I remember he challenged you,
Yes.
He challenged you, and that he was about what?
You were about 6
or 7 or something.
Yeah.
You know, you're small. And I remember he called you out. You understand?
And that is the problem with me. I see like guys like Gene Samuel, Michael Phillips, all the older folks who did it in a big way. But still be active in it. Who know Elijah Green? I consider myself a legend in my own way.
Yeah.
But when I retire, I was on top. I'm not going to come back to my recording line for anybody to beat Elijah Green.
Yeah.
That's just my head, you know what I'm saying? Because people doesn't want to know if you're young or old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're getting licks.
You're getting licks. You know, Gene Samuel, I remember in Gene Samuel days. Gene Samuel wasn't Gene Samuel. He didn't have the legs as Gene Samuel. But when they put your bike on the line with Gene Samuel, they have to ride the bike.
You're going up like, what is called for that boy? Moby Dick?
Moby Dick, nah.
But that man, oh gosh, when that,
I ain't going through that.
Yeah. But it's good to be competitive. I like the spirit that he has, you understand? And I know that under your care, he's going to be one of the cyclists that we're going to be talking about in years to come. Now, I know we have to take a break, right? When we come back now, I want to talk about, you mentioned off camera that you want to start
in my own team.
your own club, so we'll talk a bit about that.
Yeah.
You know, and some more, and we'll talk about the junior some more. So don't feel like I have some questions for you. You guys will be right back after this short break.
Change our TV to the soundboy, better stay calm, be cool.
Trinbago Heritage, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on NCBNTT Television Network.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Saturday Sports. If you're now joining us, we're talking cycling, and we have the father and son combination, Elisha and Junior Green. Junior, who's your role model in the sport?
Nicholas Paul.
Nicholas Paul, right? You have the opportunity to be around him, right? So you're drawing, information and talent from him, right? What would you like to accomplish in the sport?
Olympics.
Right.
And be the best in the world.
Right. So that is what you constantly tell yourself, right? And you believe that that's going to happen,
Yes.
right? And you're comfortable under the guidance of your father, right?
Yep.
Right. Why you just want to put him under all that pressure and want to beat him? Eh?
To show him that I'm coming up. Coming.
Right. Elisha, I know you said that you're thinking about starting your own club, right? Is it in the making? What sort of assistance you will need?
I did try. I did it once. I mean, I opened my own club after I left with Texonics. I opened my own club, Phoenix.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Again with the Phoenix, I didn't have support. One of my main support was Claire O. That was the president of the club at the time, and I didn't have the financial support. And then when the club started to crumble, Bliney, which is his correct name is Desmond Robert.
Yes, that's
his
senior
club,
manager. Yeah.
His club was on the way down. Right, he had cyclists, and again hopes and dreams. I went across with my whole team, and it's go one day and again just keep trying. And I just decided, look, with what a rules and regulation, and I mean, I in this for the betterment of the athletes. I in this to make a dollar, and that was my. I don't know if it's a curse or a blessing, right? Because I sacrifice a lot. I sacrifice my life for cycling, and there's no thanks in it. This cycling is an ungrateful sport, and you have to accept that. Right? When you're doing it, you have to do it from your heart. You can't do nothing in return, except a thank you. And the most you can ask for at the end of it all.
Yeah, but do you think it is fair? No. Let me put it this way. I'm not talking about cycling alone. Do you think that athletes in Trinidad and Tobago are treated fairly after they give their life? Because sometimes you give 20, 30 years in a sport, and then you retire. You said you retire at age 38, right? At age 38 now, you're now going to start to live your life now. If you don't have a coaching job, you have to go and look for a job in the market. Do you think that Trinidad athletes are treated fairly after giving so much to their country?
No. I do believe, but again, it had to do with proper management. And I mean, if you have a proper network and the right backing, things can be put in place, right? Unfortunately for me, I didn't have the proper education to know better or to further myself.
Yeah.
This is why I made the mistake that I made and the struggle that I went through. I tried to not let Junior get through it.
Exactly.
That way, as parents, and I mean, me and Crystal, we try best to have a solid foundation where he's concerned. And I mean, she's very strict on school, and I demand that. But where that part is concerned, no, she does very unfair, because when they devote themselves to the sport, and I see it happen to many athletes, many cyclists, they devote their whole life to cycling, and when they retire or they stop, people forget about them. And it's sad, because you're having coaching courses, you're having mechanical courses, and that's one thing, but yet still, you're not put anything in place. And that's one thing, sports company there, we had the Velodrome, people you're having courses, level 1, level 2, and you still don't have a national coach. And that's one thing,
So personally, we do have a national
We don't
coach.
have a national coach. That's what I'm saying. And this is the problem. Because for me, it's too much of favoritism. It's who like one, who like one, who respect one, who don't respect who. At the end of the day, you have to respect each other. You know, we have coaches in Trinidad, right, that we could come together and make and have a national coach. That's what I'm saying. And I could call names, right? I've Mr. Victory Daniel from Arima Wheelers, right? It have Robert Farrier. It have Roger Farrell. Senior Farrell. It have coaches. You know what I'm saying? So why we can't come together as individual coaches and sit down and draw a plan?
So when the team travels abroad,
when the team travel abroad, because the team have respect for me, and they know that the past I had, and I've always been there with them. They look up to me as the coach. You know what I'm saying? So when I go on trip, as head mechanic and assistant coach, I like the coach because they believe in me. You know what I mean? Quincy Brown, he believe in me. And when you go on the line, the only one voice he hearing is mine. When we go training, the one voice he hearing is mine. I can come with the same name. Now I might be they're individual coaches. But on the trip, they believe in me. So I had to take that role as a coach or advisor. And that's what I'm saying. But would I get the opportunity to be a national coach? It might never happen. It might happen. You know what I'm saying? Again, respect. People could see you one way and could see you another way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they could see me to jump on a plane every time and go away for free, for nothing. But would they give me that same respect to say, hey, Elisha, carry the baton as a national coach and let me see if you could do. I would not take the responsibility to be a national coach on my own, right? Because I'm not the best in Trinidad. And I respect that, and I respect other people.
I appreciate your honesty.
I would never say I'm the best in this. I'm not the best. I best at what I can do. And this is the problem in Trinidad. I have Chris Gill, who's the highest level 2 in Trinidad. And so I have Robert. And I keep saying Chris Gill, Robert Farrell, not Farrell, Farrier. Understand? Who coaching the Jamaican girl? Palmer. Understand? It have the coach from Arima. It have coaches.
So what is really the issue? Because all national teams supposed to have a national coach. What seems to be the issue?
The issue is Trinidad people, right, believe that they must have an outsider. Understand what I'm saying? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they don't believe in themselves. We as black people don't believe in ourselves. We as a nation, understand, a Caribbean, do believe in each other. Right? I keep saying, I remember Wheelers, right? For the last how many years, they have been developing. As a development club. Right now, they have three young guys going 10, 5, 10, 6. 3. You know what I'm saying? I fix Hoy. Right? I have the same who coaching a young girl and was coaching Cinder Samaru. Right? She just break the national record. Right? She doing 11. She did 11.4. Like new national record. Samaru. Like the guy from Tabakin. Who came on to me. We the first time in the history of Trinidad we have a juniors, a group of 5 or 6 doing 10, 6, 10, 5. Very development for those guys. What we put it in place for these guys, because them is the future. You know? We have a team right now that we could leave Nicholas Paul and leave Quincy Brown to focus in the individual events, and we pull this team together and focus in team events. When Aaron Hart was here, we qualified to the team sprint. All the countries is qualified to the team sprint. When you have a team sprint, they qualify in 2. Because team sprint is an individual event. You know what I'm saying? And we do focus on that.
You know, I did an interview some time back and I had Christopher Gill and then it's added on the program. And we were talking cycling, and I was trying to find out that in the absence of Nicholas Paul and Chrissy Brown and these guys, who we have there that challenging them for a spot, you understand?
The problem with this, right, you have...
What I'm trying to find out is, do we have a cyclist right now that if Paul goes out, somebody could replace him? Not as great as him, but somebody could be there competitive.
You have people, but they're not getting the opportunity. You know how difficult it is to be a young guy, right? Training every day, sacrificing. And know that in the back of your head, we by the way until Nicholas Paul retire, or Chris Brown retire to make a team. You know what I'm saying? All young men have today to survive without turning to the streets with the guns and the weed and all those negative things.
Sports. Yeah, have we not seen that?
And they're not seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
And not only in cycling, all sports, eh?
All sports. Some of the greatest footballers come from the ghetto.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Some of the best cyclists came from a hole. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they want to journey. They want to focus on sport, push the sport, and we will stop all this crime. When I check up from school, we go them too. Mother working, father working.
Yeah.
He had to go on the block.
Yeah. For real.
When he done school work, he go in and train.
Yeah.
So I know between this time and this time, my son is training.
You know, in a way, I'm glad that we're doing this interview, and he's seated here, and hearing what you're talking about, so he could appreciate, life and the experiences. Sometimes, we have a child in a sport, and we send him to the club or to the coach, right? And all he's doing is riding or playing football or whatever it is. But life experience, like what you're talking about here now, right? So he will grow up now with his mindset not to make the same mistakes.
I see this cycling very, very personal. I'm an emotional person when it comes to cycling, right? I didn't have a father. Again, my father, he died of a cocaine. People sitting and know Elijah Green, they don't know Elijah Green. I didn't went to senior sex school, I didn't went to junior sex school. I went to primary school, and that was it. Field common insurance. But that didn't stop me.
Yeah.
Neil Allen and Ian McLean sent me back to school, private tutoring, to write school living. I did school living, and I start from there. As I grow older, I get more educated. And I see where I sacrifice my life for the sport. And I didn't have a father, and I sacrifice it again. Because every time I leave this country and I go away, I sacrifice it for my son.
When you leave and you go away, how does it affect his training? Let me answer, shaking head. When your dad goes away, how do you manage on your own? What do you do?
Just do the same thing I was always doing.
Get up 4 o'clock in the morning, go and train, come back home, go to school, come back in the evening. Right. So, and you don't cheat like, instead of riding a 1 mile today, I ride a quarter mile. You do the exact thing in the absence of your father.
Yep.
Right. That shows the level of professionalism at a young age. Right. And once you can keep that up, you will succeed. You understand? So, do you have like a short-term goal in things that you want to accomplish? I know you say you want to go to the Olympics, right? But before Olympics, what sort of goals you have set that will take you along that journey? They make a national team yet?
Good question.
Right? So do you have your focus set on at age 11, you right now?
Yep.
At age, and you make national team at what age?
17.
7. And you always want to beat your father in everything. So you got to try and make the national team at age 16.
15, why not?
Eh?
15.
15. You understand? So you have those goals set aside, so and that is what you're working on. You understand?
Shake your head answer.
How do you mix the sport and your school, do you have like days when you feel like too much of school work or too much of training? Yeah? You ever encounter those days?
No, not really.
Right. Your mindset is that you're going to do your work, your school work, just as hard as how you're going to be on the track.
Yes.
You have a champion there, you know. I like his, you know, his determination, because I'll tell you something. In the absence of, it is happening in school, in the absence of teachers and what parents and doing, we tend to shortchange when nobody is watching them. You understand?
Well, I told him something last year, well, from young. I leave him to do his thing. You have a chat, you know his program, and I leave him to do he. I tell him, I say, I ain't not pressuring you from now. You have to show me you want it. If I go to pressure you from now, you wouldn't last.
Yeah, you burn out.
You understand? So, hey, you do as you want, right? Remember when I reach juvenile, right? I in charge.
Juvenile is what age?
That is next bit to junior, so that is between 16 to 17.
Right, so you have a couple years still.
Right.
No.
No.
Then I correct age.
What the correct age?
Well, like 14, 15.
Yeah, juvenile between
14, 15, 16.
14, 15, yeah. 14, 15 is juvenile. And I tell myself, when I reach juvenile, is when I taken over. So now the foundation, you lay down now. If you don't put it down now, when I take over, it will be twice as hard.
Right.
Because then I go and do the foundation. So you play the full now, and it'll be twice as hard. So you hear that in the back of your head.
Right.
But when juvenile come, then when they start focusing on the junior worlds, the junior Panams.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, because
That's when it gets serious.
that's when it gets serious.
It's serious now, but that's when it gets real serious.
Well serious. But again, if you don't have that, if you don't instill that discipline from now, you know what I'm saying? How far you can reach?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can wait for you,
Yeah.
you can wait for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do already. You know what I'm saying? The most I could do is guide you through your journey. I'm not going to tell you, but get up because when I used to do it, I used to do this. No, you had to get up because you want to do it.
Yeah. So every morning you get up at 4 o'clock?
Yeah,
So
4, half 4.
Half
Yes,
4.
I don't.
So it's no day when you're 5 o'clock, you catch you sleeping still. And even stuff let's say on a Friday, you get a break, right?
Well,
Fridays is gym.
this morning I get up and I do my gym.
Okay, and same 4 o'clock.
Well, yeah.
What happened is still in because his mom was looking for a spin. So when she get up to go to work,
You had to get up.
you had to get up too.
You had no choice.
Yeah, you had no choice.
Yeah, but the earlier you get up in the morning, it's more healthier you get it. So that late sleeping. Anyway, we have to take a break. When we come back, we have the final segment. We will talk a bit about your goals and what you admire most about your father. That's what I want to hear about. Because you never saw him actually riding. So I want to find out what you admire about him now that you haven't seen him riding. Just hearing him, hear people talk about it. Because we'll be right back after this short break.
Hi, I am Nigel. Quote Me Today is your daily motivational segment to start your day right. Join me Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. right here on NCBN. Remember, wake up with a smile. Today is your day.
That's why when we festin', we just bet God when we jammin', we just jam down when we drinking, man is strong rum, eh. Pop a bottle right now when we festin', we just bet God when we jammin', we just jam down when we drinking, man is strong rum, eh. Pop a bottle, push up your hand.
I'm Steve David, and I'm your host. Today I talk football as usual, and I have with me Linda Bramble, welcome to the set, Michael Ragunath, welcome to the set. Instead George Jefferson, George Anthony Clark, welcome to the set. That's Dwight DeLeon. The president of the SSFL, Mariri Gonzalez. Mariri, welcome to the set. Leroy DeLeon, welcome to the set, Leroy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in every Tuesday night, and NCBNTT, thanks for the opportunity.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Saturday Sports. Young Mr. Green, where's your goals? What goals you set as you go along from age 11, going up to, you know, what you want to achieve, the bigger picture?
Well, it's just hard work training. Go up in each category, you know. Just train harder. Make sure you do everything you have to do. And just train, get up to where you need to go.
In the category that you are in right now, who is your biggest challenge? Is there anybody who, you know, you and the school always...
Liam. Yeah. He good, but you know, he still give him some competition. I'll give him.
But at the end of the day, you're taking him on the line.
Yep.
Right.
100% straight 3 line.
Now, I understand some articles saw he riding your whole bike.
Yes.
Right?
That bike have a lot of history behind it.
Yeah. When you go up on that bike, how does it make you feel?
Make me feel like that.
Larger than life. Yeah. So, Elisha, you know, we talk so much about, you know, cycling and giving back and everything. But outside of life, what's life like for you now when you sit down now and you reflect on, you know, some of the challenges you face, you know, in sport, you know, and if you had to do it all over again, what are some of the changes?
To be honest, no changes.
Do the same way.
I do the same way because that's my passion. Cycling is my life. Cycling, only friends I had in my young age growing up, dead. Gone by guns. Right? And it wasn't for cycling, I didn't know where I'd be. I'd be dead too. I mean, my father had his struggles. I've been a single mom with 5 children. I mean, I sit and go for my mother, Angela Green, for the woman she is, strong. I mean, and it was hard on me. I mean, it was real hard on me. So, I won't change nothing because I don't regret why I am now. It could be better, but I'm contented because I have health and I have strength. And I work to a peace of mind. And that's what I'm saying. I live within my needs. I live comfortable within my needs. And as much as I would want more, I do keep my back. I mean, I have a little car wash. I get up every day and I go down by the car wash. If I get one, I say thank God. If I get none, I say thank God. That's what I'm saying. And that's me. I live a simple life. I jump on the plane. Every month, 2-3 times in the month, people say, well, Elijah making money.
Yeah, travel more like Prime Minister.
I ain't making money. What I'm doing is opening doors and putting blessings for my son. Because he needs sport. And if I do make the sacrifice now, he will benefit down the road. I tell Nicholas Paul, Quincy Brown and Akil Campbell all the time. God forbid something happen to me, to you tomorrow. Take care of my son. And those are fellas that I don't have to worry about.
They will, yeah.
Nicholas Paul always have time for you.
Yeah, that's good.
I could call Nicholas, he's the most humble person I have. I could call him anytime. He will answer if he answer, he'll come back. Quincy Brown, I could be in one situation. I call on Quincy Brown, he will be there to assist me. Akil Campbell, you know, he now getting his foot in order. I mean, and yet still I could call on his parents, his mom, Murphy, she like a mother to me. And they're always there for me. You understand? And those are the things that keep me going. Because in life, if you don't give, you don't get back. And I always believe you must always keep room for blessing. Because if you get blessing, And they keep in your hands, they keep in all.
Yeah,
and your
yeah,
hand
yeah,
full.
Yeah.
Where the blessing will go? You miss out on the most important one, right?
Yeah.
So when you get, you got to give out. You always keep room.
Yeah, that's true.
And I always keep room for that blessing. You understand? And I say, where I come from and where the sport take me and where I go in, because I'm knocking on the door, an opportunity will come. I believe in my heart that the opportunity will come, where I will be respected. And that's what I'm saying, as what I could capable of doing. Because books don't coach, passion is coach.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And most of the coaches you see, and that athletes doing good, is because the athletes want it. As long as they find talent and they want it, they make the coaching easy.
Much easier, yeah.
It made the coaching easy. And financial backing.
Yeah.
That's always the key.
Yeah.
If you don't have the financial backing, you can't do the things you want to do.
Now, you know, during the course of the interview, you said you don't know, when you start back your club, you don't know how to charge. Right?
Well, again,
but you have to reach that point where, let me say, the normal cost to join a club is $100.
No, well,
even if you don't want to charge you $100, you charge at $50.
But when it comes to like clubs, clubs are club dues,
right,
registration fees, those are things that individual things. People have to pay for that.
Yeah, you have to pay for that.
You have to pay for that, right?
But you can't. You don't know how to charge for coaching.
For coaching.
Yeah, because you see, it's a passion you have.
And that right there was the issue. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I want money. You understand what I'm saying? I needed money, right? Now, if it comes to a position where it's an organization, where I do want to charge the person, but they raise funds otherwise, for me, it's okay. I didn't have that. I know how hard this sport is. And who have the money, you understand? Who have the money, how talented they really is. Who do have the money is what all the talent.
That is true. What's the average cost of a bike though?
Right now, I racing bike could be kept at 100,000 or more. I racing the bike on the line, about 100,000 or more.
You can get 2 cars for that price.
Exactly.
2 roll off.
Exactly.
You know, a roll off bicycle.
Yeah. Like right now, we have a young boy sitting in the summer. Most people see him at the next run up. You know what I'm saying? He had all the talent. Again, financial push.
So this sporting organization, like the cycling federation or the sports company and things, they don't have like.
Well, the sports company have again plenty things, right? It have the grant. It have a period for the grant. Now, again, if you don't get information,
you don't know.
You don't know. Somebody get information late. Somebody don't know how they go about it. And there's some people who know how to go about it and won't say, hey, let me show you, or let me do this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for me, if you're not a group and you have 2 strikers, if you file for 1, you file for 2. If you file for 1 alone.
Yeah, that's true.
Understand? And okay, like situations, you know, I know how to fight up. I put my trust in people, you know what I'm saying, to go the way. But I wouldn't point fingers on the sports, on the sports company.
Yeah.
It have avenues.
Right, okay.
Right, but again, you have to get to the top.
But do they make it public information? Because sometimes, you know, you have something going on.
I will say this year they did push it out plenty.
Okay, right.
But again, it's how you go about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to know the paperwork, there's plenty process. Right? And I'm hoping to God right now that I get you first in Samaru because I started you
started
frame late.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Again, not knowing and depending on people, you know what I mean? And it work out too. So I would say the support. The second foundation, Ms. Rena Williams, I mean, I'll give her respect.
Yeah, I know she does do have.
You know, people just come on her sometime, right? But she's just the president. She don't run the federation.
Okay.
racing around the federation.
Right.
And people don't I didn't never understand this. You know what I'm saying? People always blame president. The president is just the governing body, is it? You know what I'm saying? This racing around the federation, right? And she trying. I mean, financially, she great at what she do, which is take the federation out of debt. And that she main focus right now, taking the federation out of that $1 million debt.
Yeah,
so everything generating clearly debt.
Right.
Right? We get the UCI to make cover UCI sanction.
Yeah.
So she doing her thing, but again, all the information. If you don't take time to research the information,
you would know.
You get stuck behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that she continue doing what she's doing and hope God give her the strength to keep at it and keep opening avenues and having the right people around her.
Right.
You understand?
That's important.
The important thing is having the right people around here.
The right people.
If you had the wrong people around here, you wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
Having the right people, the right information,
right.
and you can make it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's about it.
So where do we see our cycling next couple of years?
Wow. If we don't make a move this year,
yeah,
and put that group we have, after Nicholas Paul and Gracie Brown, we have nothing.
You have a void period until...
A void period, I think. You know, just like when we put on Michael Phillips with the Beacon Insurance Games, you know what I'm saying? Michael Phillips bring energy back into the sport. You know what I'm saying? And he did as much as he can, as long as he could do it. And when he stopped, it fell long. Until Nicholas Paul shine light again. You understand? And after Nicholas Paul, what next? What they put in place to keep the flame, keep the flamme lighted. You had to make investments, you had to push. You understand? And as I say, this is the first time in history we have 5 men that are doing 10-5. Juniors. 10-5, 10-6. Juniors we're talking about here.
There should have been some...
You understand?
Little camp or something. You
so,
know.
I mean, as I say, they make some changes in the
but then
federation.
without a national coach, nothing can happen.
Individual coaches could only do so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I remember with Mr. Fisher, I training his 3 guys. I training my guy. This one training this guy. When they come, we try to do a team sprint. It can't work.
No.
And so what happened to us at Canada?
Yeah.
At LA.
Yeah.
And so 3 individuals, they put together and train them. You know what I'm saying? It was a total embarrassment.
What do you think of Nicholas' chances in the Olympics?
Oh. Right now, I just hope and pray he have no injuries.
He stays healthy.
No problems. He stay healthy and strong. He continue praying. His parents continue praying for him. And he will be a force for the Olympics.
Yeah, really so.
He'll be a real big force for the Olympics.
Because to come back come back from an injury.
Nicholas,
and come back like he was never out.
Nicholas Paul, people doesn't give him the rating and the respect he deserves.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how to explain that, young man.
We're supposed to, anywhere we pass each other, we're supposed to be seeing a poster Nicholas
I don't know how
Paul.
to explain Nicholas Paul except being the most humble young man could have. It never went to his head. Never went to his head. Never went to his head. Right? And that is what makes him who he is. You know what I'm saying? He sacrificed Carnival, Christmas, everything. He has his mind on one thing and you'll get it. No matter how much time he fall.
Yeah, anything's had a sacrifice, eh?
And every time Nicholas fall,
yeah,
he come back better.
Yeah.
That determination to keep going and keep going. The last crash he had, he could have died. And what she doing? He come back greater than ever, he come back stronger than ever. And that's that raw determination and doing what you want in life.
You see, Junior, when you follow your gap, that determination you have to have. You're on camera. What would you like to tell your father? Anything that you want to tell him that you never tell him before?
Something I never tell him before.
Yeah.
I tell him everything.
You tell them everything I need. Yeah, right. It's nice, you know, in this situation we are in right now, with young people dying and leaving the old people alive. It's good to see, you know, young people such as yourself, you know, sticking to what you're doing and be determined, you know. It's a great thing to see. And you know, that's why when I call you, I say, boy, father and son, you know, understand? And I am sure that somewhere down the road that some father and son will be watching this interview. They might be in sports, you know. But I will hope that they can take something from this interview. You understand? Because especially the single fathers, right? And both parents working and, you know, when the child come home, if you could have that ability to, in the absence of your father or your mother, and stick to that training and that discipline, right? That is a plus for you and it will take you further, right? And I want to be able a day to sit down and see. Well, I don't see you already from age 6. I want to stand there when you win your Olympic medal or your Para medal and say, yes, that fella, I see him from small, right? So I want to lead you with these parting words that be respectful. You hear my father talk about Nicholas Paul, be humble, stay humble. Don't ever let winning a race or beating somebody get to you. You understand? There are days you're going to win, there are days you're going to lose. There are days you'll fall and there are days you'll have to get up. Right? And stick to where it's again.
One thing I'm going, I want to thank all the people who have been at my side and always believe in me. In this cycle fraternity, I would like to thank Mr. Ian Cole for always sticking on my side, like the manager. He always been there to guide me. Ms. Claire, for always believing in me, again. She's like a mother to me. And family, I want to thank my mother. Most important.
She's still alive?
Yep.
You thank God for that.
For always believing in me and always being at my side. And I love all my children. I have 3 beautiful children. I have a weak spot for this one because in the sport I say.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that Junior, remember this right now. Daddy love you. He wanted you to become the best you could come. You have to create your own legacy and make a name for yourself. Stay humble, stay disciplined, and you'll make it. Right? Right.
A pleasure. All the best. Viewers, I know that this is an interview that you're going to be very much interested in viewing over and over and over. So you can always go up on NCBN Television Facebook page, YouTube channel, and you will see. And remember the name, Elijah Green Jr. You've come to the end of this program. It was a pleasure. Remember, join us next week, Saturday, same time, another edition of Saturday Sports. Stay blessed.